Hello, my name is Steve Bigelow with the Candlestick Forum. The markets are providing a very profitable environment. The Dow is trading slowly up, but oscillating. Whoops. You can see how the Dow's come up. Today it backed off and used the 50-day moving average as a support level. At the same time, when it was trading up on Friday, the NASDAQ was trading down, but today the NASDAQ is trading up. That combination basically tells you there's no major change of investor sentiment. The uptrend remains in progress, just shifting of funds from sector to sector. The NASDAQ has a very strong chart because look at the J-hook patterns. Think of what our J-hook pattern illustrates. You have an uptrend and profit taking and an uptrend. That basically tells you there's no exuberance in this market. It's still a good, steady, solid uptrend. This has also been allowing us to take advantage of breakout patterns. Things that are moving big, such as Ruckus. Notice how it gapped up, did a message. A message is where it opens and trades lower, even though it is up on the day. People say, well, that doesn't look good. However, look at the message. The message was they're coming back into this trade with great exuberance. That's exactly where you want to be. On Friday, they brought it back up, telling you the profit taking was over, that this trend was still in progress. Now we can go to our next analysis of signals. If this opens positive and starts trading positive, it's doing a doji sandwich breakout, implying there's still a lot more upside. So when we can see this type of enthusiasm, like we saw in Tesla, notice how it gapped up after breaking through the 50. Friday did some profit taking. Today it told us the profit taking's over. The magnitude of that strength is now going to be reflected in the next price move. Because Tesla is kind of the bellwether of the electric vehicle sector, that pretty much told us that a lot of the electric vehicle stocks are going to be acting well, which they are. We've been recommending QuantumScape, the company that's trying to develop a solid state lithium battery. You can see how it did a rounding bottom or a fry pan bottom, little gap up through the 50, confirming the fry pan bottom. At least we can figure our next target is up here. And we not only have this recommended for a short-term trade, but for a long-term hold. If they ever develop that solid state lithium battery, that's going to change the industry dramatically. Other electrical vehicle stocks, Fisker. You can see the slow curve fry pan bottom break out through this level. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3 has a good prospect of being the same magnitude as wave 1. So anytime we see a pattern breakout, like we did in AVXXL, look at the fry pan bottom. Look how they broke out. They gapped up through the resistance level and the beginning of this fry pan bottom. It consolidated and headed higher. And even today, it's still up big. This is the result that you expect coming out of patterns. This puts you in a situation where instead of just being in a mild uptrending stock and in a mild uptrending market, the candlestick analysis allows you to find the ones that are going to move dramatically while investor sentiment is still positive. We're seeing that same thing when we recommended ENTX. Look at your fry pan bottom, J-hook pattern breakout, and notice how they broke out. They gapped up through this resistance level. And today, after trading higher from this level, they came right down, touched the T-line. If this opens positive, the assumption is this fry pan bottom trajectory is still going to produce you some very big profits. This is not rocket science. This is merely analyzing what the Japanese rice traders illustrated for hundreds of years, how normal human nature reacts. So if we know we're in an electric vehicle sector where all the stocks, or a good many of them, are acting strong, candlestick analysis allows us to figure out which ones are acting the strongest. So there's their J-hook type pattern in CCIV. We started buying this one again today because notice the trend kicker signal. This day opened here, closed here, opened up here, closed here, and gapped up and went the opposite direction. That trend kicker signal is a very strong indication there's going to be more upside, which allows us to kind of anticipate wave 3 is now in progress. So as long as the markets are heading up above the T line, you want to stay long in these breakout situations. We're watching the NASDAQ because when do we start looking for profit taking? Well, there's wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. Wave 3 about the same as wave 1. There's wave 1, there's wave 2, there's wave 3, about the same as wave 1. So you might be a little bit cautious and be ready to take some profits. This allows a candlestick investor to be more prepared for when to start taking profits because they can analyze with much more clarity when there's a change of investor sentiment. That'll be it. We'll see you in the chat rooms.